So hi guys, it's FD for C5.tv again. I've been providing updates of this sort where I'm sharing with you guys my recent buys and any other movements I've made. Work commitments, I've been very busy and then trying to keep the YouTube channel going as well. And some of the team have been on holidays or some are still on holiday who do our research. So you can imagine it's been crazy, but it's good. The market going sideways and people were saying, how are you busy when the market is boring? This is the time to be jumping in and creating positions. So in this update, I just want to share with you my latest buys and also the projects I came out of completely. But before I jump in, guys, if you are from the UK, please do not watch this video because the UK authorities do deem crypto assets to be an extremely risky asset class. Therefore, you should not be watching this video. Those from the rest of the world, this is not financial advice. You watch my content, please do your own research. I'm just sharing with you what I'm doing with my own investment, with my own portfolio. You do your own research. You see something you're interested in from my content, great, but do your own research around that to see what works for you. We are all governed or controlled by different circumstances. That said, like I said, I want to share with you guys some of my recent buys or recent purchases in view of the way the market has been behaving. A lot of dumps, so I've taken advantage of that and I've opened positions in certain areas. In others, I've just been topping up. So let's start with one of my latest top up. It's RMRK. I know some people are not giving this a chance, but I think when metaverse and gaming comes back, RMRK will do great. The team are not doing a good job as well with the update on progress. Maybe I'm missing them, but they could be doing better. So I've been in RMRK, well, since the last cycle came out partially and I went back in, and this time I went in heavy because last time it was a light entry. This time I'm trying to do things right, and it's not because I think it will do well because of what it did last year or last cycle. I'm doing this because I think it's got the fundamentals to deliver on some face melting gains for me. I don't know for you. So I'm beefing up my positions. And you should also know that we also hold RMRK and some land NFTs within the 15k to 600k portfolio challenge. So if you want to know more about that, watch our videos on Skybridge that we've done in the past. Go on YouTube and watch. Now, so RMRK, why did I top up and add to my bags? I think the Skybridge gaming project is coming up slowly, nice and slow. It's coming up, and I think once that starts, I'm already staking, of course, to gain Sila, which is the in-game token for Skybridge. I'm already staking, and so I think RMRK is going to do great. But that's just my own opinion. You never know, the team might drag you, but that's a risk you should be prepared for. Within the crypto space, you can lose everything. The next one, this one, I've actually opened a new position because initially when it first launched, I went in and it was a flip. It wasn't a big position, but I went in at around $2.60 or so and quick flip at about $4.33. Then I waited for it to come down, and I think it's come down to around $4.40 or something like that. I've opened a position within layer 0. Why? I think it is possibly going to be the largest cross-chain interoperability protocol alongside the likes of Wormhole and Axler. That is just my own opinion, and the tokenomics are also in its favor. If you want to watch what we think about these interoperability and cross-chain protocols, which one we think is the best, we've got a video. It's coming, or we've done, it's posted already. Go to watch on YouTube. If you are subscribed to YouTube, just click that notification bell so that when such videos drop, you can see what our thoughts are. But we've done a comparison between Layer 0, Axler, and Wormhole, and our conclusion. It could surprise you, but go watch that. So Layer 0 for me, it's I've just been topping up, so I haven't stopped going in using a measured approach, topping our position to Layer 0. I don't know how big I want it to be. I don't want it to be too big because the ZRO token, as far as I'm concerned, is still a governance token, but I can see Layer 0 adding more utility to this token. And the fact that the circulating supply is still a lot less than where you want it to be, that's also reason to be cautious. But then the way they've managed this project, I haven't checked the vesting schedule yet, but I think it extends way into the future. So if that is the case, low circulation is not really such a hindrance. The one that's scary is the likes of your Wormhole, because the unlocks are coming hard and fast. And I think there is another unlock that's imminent, or their first unlock that's imminent. And the Wormhole token, the W token, has been dumping hard. So there you go. Thank God I sold part of my airdrop right when it launched at around $1.67 or somewhere thereabouts. Otherwise, it would have been a nightmare holding the remainder of the airdrop, which would have been very close to the bottom anyway. So it was a good move, I think. The next one I've been adding is Lenfi. I know those who watch our channel, you know we added it to our Cardano position for the 15k to 600k portfolio challenge. I've also topped up my private bag because I think it's within a buying range now, and I've been buying Lenfi token because I like the project. I was in the project since last year, 2021, 2022. That's when I started entering, when it was around 22 cents or somewhere thereabouts. So I think Lenfi is going to do well, and this is probably the best DeFi play on the Cardano blockchain, and it already has products products that they've shipped out, so they are not just promising, the product is actually in use. So I think Lenfi has got greater scope to deliver on higher returns, but that's just my own opinion. You guys do your own research. Next one is Wilder World. I was in this one during the last cycle, and I came out, and then I went in, and I came out again during the bear market, and now I've gone back in because I want to leverage my position with Illuvium. If Illuvium tanks or fails to deliver on what I think they are going to deliver, then I've got myself covered, because Wilder World and Illuvium, the way they are developing and the graphics and the gaming, closely related. I know they are different projects, but the graphics and stuff is mind-blowing from both projects. So I just hope they both do well, but if Illuvium fails, I've got my leverage with Wilder World. If the opposite happens, I'm still happy because Illuvium, between the two, Illuvium is my biggest position, between Wilder World and Illuvium. So that's my reasoning on there. The next one I've started accumulating is Celestia, and this tier token. Why is that? My price target got triggered, and I was glad that it got triggered. I've been waiting to jump into Celestia since I missed the last run, where I was hesitating around the $4 or $5 mark or somewhere thereabouts. And then before I know it, it's 7. I'm thinking it will return. Never came back to test those lower lows, and it just went up to around $20 or $22 or somewhere thereabouts. So this time I just said, look, from here on, if this price I'll enter. If it keeps going down, I'll dollar cost average. But I'm hoping for the tier token to set a base around the $4 or $5 mark, and then it will start skyrocketing. But that's just my own opinion. You do your own research, guys. So these 5: RMRK, Layer 0, Lenfi, Wilder World, and Celestia. Those are the 5 I've been accumulating during the latest drawdown. But there are also projects that I've been into and that I've been coming out of. Some because I'm just trying to consolidate my portfolio, because I think even now I think I still hold too many. So I'm trying to consolidate, and some of them I think I wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt, but no chance. So I'm just gonna come out. And there are some that are giving me red flags, so I'm just gonna come out now before things get worse. And there's one that actually ragged its community. Let's start with that one actually. And this one is Favor or FIFO, whichever way you want to call it. FEVR. This one was a massive gamble from the start. I knew that, but I made some money during the last cycle, so I thought, okay, I'll just gamble with that. And I was prepared to let it do its own thing. I believe the team or the company behind this project, they've now dropped, or they, pretty much ragged on their community because they've dropped their flagship project or product, which was the fantasy sports or fantasy soccer, whatever it's called, fantasy football, something of that nature, and are now deciding on what to do next. So I can guarantee you that whatever they are deciding to do next, they probably know it won't be for the benefit of the current holders of the Fiverr token. So if you're still holding this, know that you're onto a loser. Don't think it will come back. Even my remote expectation that this was going to deliver on something, I don't think that will happen. If it does, probably going to come back as a meme coin, because I don't think there'll be any use case. So that's my take on it. It wasn't a lot. It was a few $100s, so it wasn't a lot. And the next one that I came out of is Victoria VR, another gaming and metaverse project. This one here, I still think it will do well, but I had to take some profits, and the price movements appeared suspect to me, especially this time, because when the whole market is tanking, it's going up. I'm thinking, no, this is dodgy. It's probably being traded by a market maker, or the team are manipulating this while they're planning to dump, because there's still so much to be unlocked for this one here. So I came up, the high token dilution, that possibility, I just said, no, I can't handle this, not for this. This is too much high risk to take, even though it's not one of my largest, but it was a decent position, so I just catched up. The next one is Kamino Finance. This one, I really like the project, but again, low circulation, so I'm reviewing my positions based on market conditions and the situations. Something has changed, I just go in and move my things. And some of these are not high conviction positions, so it makes it easier to go in and chop and change things. So Kamino Finance, high token dilution, and the price appeared to be heavily manipulated as well to stay high. So I came out with some profits, not a lot, but just a little bit. Still profit, right? And finally, it's Coti. One I thought was going to be a surprise when it came to Ethereum Layer 2s, but the team is just all over the shop. I have no idea what they're up to. Looks like they've got no roadmap to follow. So if they do well, I wish them well in the future. For me, this time around, I'm out. I don't know if I'll ever go back into Coti. I've done it twice. I don't think I want to do it for the third time. Fool me once, fool me twice, and the third time, no chance. That's my saying, by the way. So Coti came out at a loss, but some of the projects I've moved into have more potential for huge upswings. And the reason I came out with Coti, like I said, the team are great at marketing and promises, but less on substance and delivery. So I'm out. They're just jumping from one thing to another. So for Coti, sorry to see them go. If they do well, I don't think I'll make a U-turn and come back into it, but you never know. Anyway, so those are the positional movements I've made during the past few weeks, where I've been opening positions in some and exiting others. Now, what I want to know from you guys is, what have you been purchasing or adding to your portfolio? Let us know in the comment section. section. And for some of these that I've been adding or taking off, do you think I've made mistakes anywhere across the board? Let me know in the comment section, guys. Until the next one, FD465.tv signing off for the bye.